Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's BitSize Data Wrangling, we're going to do the following tasks. So we're going to filter the mtcars dataset, and from it, we're going to filter where the cylinder value is equal to 6. And we're going to do it in Python, then SQL, in R. So let's go. First of all, let's do it in Python. So we're going to import pandas as PD. So this is the module we're going to use. And then we're going to have the URL of where the data is living. So this is in my GitHub right now. So you can also use this to download it for yourself. I provide the link down below. And after this, we're going to read the data into the df. So df is data frame. Data frame is equal to pd.read csv. And the URL inside this. So after that, it's going to just fetch the data and then put that into the data frame. And then we're going to create the data frame with only the 6 cylinders inside. So in order to do that, we're going to do df, and within brackets, df in brackets again, we're going to get the cylinder name, which is the cylinder's column. The column's name is called cylinder. And then this data set is equal to 6. So don't forget that we're using double equals here. It's not single equals. So now it's going to fetch that data and put that into df6. And in df6, this is now going to equal to the data that we want. So now let's run this. And then at the end, we're going to get only what we need. As you can see, the data that's fetched or produced only has cylinders, where cylinders is equal to 6 only, and we have 7 records. So that's how we do it in Python. Now let's do the exact same thing in SQL in Python. So we're going to import the OS module, SQLite3 module, and pandas as PD, and then URL lib module. These are the 4 modules we need to do this. Okay, the URL is also given. As you can see, the URL here is a DB for the SQL dataset. So the file path is equal to mtcars db. This is where the file lives. Okay, first of all, we need to check whether this file exists in our where we are working right now. To do that, we will do if not os.path.exists. So we need to check if this file path is existing in our current folder. If not, we're going to download it and then make it present. In order to do that, we're going to do the URL lib module. We're going to use the request.url retrieve function. And then we are going to retrieve the URL. And from that URL, we're going to put that file into the file path that we just created. Okay, after this line is going to fetch the data and then put that into our current working directory. And then after that, we're going to do a connection to this data set. So connection is equal to, we're going to use the SQLite3 equal .connect function. And after that, we're going to put that file path. So it's going to connect to this database. After that, we're going to write the query. Our query is equal to the SQL syntax. So select. So we're going to select. So the columns that we want. For this one, we're going to select everything from the mtcars dataset. So the DB that we've just downloaded is called mtcars.db. So we're just going to do mtcars. And then after that, we're going to select where the cylinder, this is the column name, cylinder is equal to 6, and that's our query. That's the SQL syntax. And we're done with that. And then now we're going to do df. We're going to do df6 is equal to pd.read SQL this time. And then we're going to provide the query we just created. And then we're also going to provide this connection that we created as well. Connection. After that, we're going to, this is going to create the connection and then read our query, and it's going to create what we need. So df6, now we're ready to run this whole thing Let's run it. And then voila, it's going to give us the 7 rows that we've seen before, and everything, the cylinder column is all 6. So that's how we do it in SQL. Now let's do the same thing in R. So in R, we will make sure that you're using the R kernel. It's not a Python kernel right now. It's R kernel. And then in this R cell, we're going to first load the library, which is a tidyverse library. And then we also have the URL as we've used before, which is a CSV file. And then just make sure that you run it first to make sure that it is running correctly. And then after that, we are ready to do the wrangling. So df, so we just read the data. df is equal to read CSV. And then in this, we're going to read the URL. Just to make it like not too busy when we're showing, we're going to do show call types as false so that it doesn't show us a whole bunch of things. So this is it's not mandatory. You can just do read CSV URL, but I'm going to use this. So df, and after that, we're ready for the data wrangling stuff. So df, so pipe this df into the filter function. So we're going to use the filter where the cylinder, the cylinder column name is equal to double equals again to 6. So now we're going to pipe this into the head function where we're only going to show us the top 10 columns. Let's do this, and then we are ready to run. So let's click. After that, it's going to give us the 7 columns out of the 10 that we are seeing right now, where the cylinder column is going to be 6 only. And that's how we do it in R. So in summary, in Python, we're going to do it using the brackets, where brackets, the data frame, and then column name. And don't forget this double equals is 6. How we filter one column's data. And in SQL, we're going to do the same thing from the database where the cylinder is equal to 6. We don't use the double equals here. It's just a single equals to 6. And then in R, using dplyr, we are going to use the filter function where the cylinder is equal to 6. And that's how we do the same wrangling in all 3 platforms. So that's the end of today's BitSize Data Wrangling. See you in the next task.
That's it for today. Always learn more with less. Hit subscribe and don't miss out on daily videos.